since the last stream. So, yeah, anyone who probably missed last stream, my plan after we beat Swindon was that I was going to get us up to the Tranmere game. Things have changed slightly. Because as you can see, we're at Friday, we're at 3 o'clock, the original planned time of the Tranmere game, and now it says 18th. It's been postponed. The only reason I didn't carry on, and I didn't take us to the next game against against Tranmere, in 3 days' time, we can potentially get promoted today. As in game today. Well, there's two things that can happen. Swindon can win the title if they beat Doncaster, but we're not too worried about that. The one we're looking at is Scunthorpe. If Scunthorpe loses to Crawley, we are promoted with 4 games to go. Which is why I've left it here, which is why I stopped going through off stream, because I realised that we were potentially this game away from being promoted. So once I hit spacebar here, the next time the game processes in, we could be promoted to League One. So we are hoping, or I say next time, maybe not, latest, Notts County are winning, we don't mind. Swindon are 0-0, Scunthorpe are 0-0. Also, it has meant that we do now have all of our last 4 games within 8 days. Scunthorpe win 1-0, and Swindon only draw. We are not yet promoted. Scunthorpe win and keep the race alive. Bolton are into the playoffs as they beat Morecambe. Well, I suppose it would have been a bit anticlimactic if we'd have got promoted in the first 2 minutes of the stream. So, in a way, that was probably a good thing. We'll take that. It's probably a better outcome. But this has meant that our games are starting to get crammed in. As mentioned, I think our last 4 games are in, not 8 days, I don't know why I said 8, I think it's 12 now, rather than 15 days. Which isn't too much of a difference, but hopefully we can get this done in one. It would be great for the drama if we kept messing up and Scunthorpe kept winning. But it's not going to be great for me. I'd rather just get this done. We can have a nice, relaxed 3 games at the back end here. Especially when 2 of them are Notts County and Bolton. Bolton fighting for the automatics, Notts County fighting for the playoffs. Tranmere and Oldham not going to go anywhere. But awkward teams. We are missing a couple of players. Matty Blair's out for the season. Happened last stream. George Long might come back for the very end of the season. Might be back for the Bolton game. May well not risk him though. But if this goes wrong, if this all goes wrong, please be comforting in the chat. I will need comforting if this goes wrong. Please don't let Forest make the FA Cup final. This is far enough for them. This is more than far enough. Apologies, audio's back. Well, a couple of things there. Connor Thomas is out for the season. So that's one of our centre mid covers gone. And especially with the amount of games that are coming in a short period of time. Not great. And then a Man City Chelsea Cup final. I think everyone saw that coming. Everyone saw that one coming. That's a whatever. We are approaching the first of our chances. This is the first of our chances to get promoted. So if we want to do it, we can do it for ourselves right here. We don't need anybody else's help. This would be the best way to do it. It's always the best way to get promoted when you do it yourself. Granted, it's away, and you do want to get promoted in front of your own fans, but I want this done as quickly as possible. I don't want us to be messing around with this. So Thomas is now out, so Clements becomes bench cover. Hussey is going to come onto the bench. I mean, Hassan's got a problem anyway. And Lloyd, he returns to training tomorrow, so keep him out. May's not been brilliant. Honestly, we beat Swindon through utter domination. So I'm trusting these players to get this done. No changes to the 11. Couple of bench changes due to injuries and just natural changes, really. Let's carry straight on. They liked that. Let's finish it here. We do not need to drag this out. Even draws aren't the worst, to be fair. Like, if we draw, gets us a point closer. We literally only need, like, one more point from that. We just really don't want to lose. And as I say that, Tranmere have a chance. It's not a penalty. I saw their player go down and I panicked. I'm not sure what Jan is doing right now. Freestone didn't really want that. We've gotten away with it. They've got a lot of players at the back, but it's a lovely ball out wide. Chapman can get one in here. Put it away. Simons nods it down. Block. Oh, Calvin Kalala! He's back. He only scores screamers. He's done it again. Calvin Kalala. That's 1-0. That could be a huge goal. Sercombe's strike is blocked, and that has deflected horribly. Stratulis is a great name. James Vaughan. They've got a lot of bodies coming forward here. This is problems. That's the right back who's hit the post. Okay. They are attacking, apparently. Yeah, he's on wing back. Right. Tranmere have decided they're not holding back. Chapman wins the ball. Flick on. Jane in. Sekou Jane. 2-0. Please, can we just end this? Let's just finish this off. Feels like Mortal Kombat. Finish them. Please. I mean, the stress is coming now. Imagine if it does go down to the last game. I'm going to be all over the place. Fair to Tranmere, they have come out and they are trying to go toe-to-toe with us. I remember Southend tried to do this probably months ago at this point in the save. Southend tried to come at us and play, and I think we beat them 4-2. We're 45 minutes away from the celebrations. But it's certainly not done yet. Oh, Turner's dropped the ball. Of all the times for Jake Turner to make a massive mistake, that was not it. That's a route straight back in the first couple of minutes of the second half as well. That is not a good time to be giving away goals. We're going to demand more. Harvey Neville isn't actually part of the Nevilles, is he? Are we actually going to turn to Chris Clements? Sercombe's not happy right now. We're going to bring him off, which is probably going to frustrate him even more. My word. This couldn't be simple, could it? The die's going to come on for May. We could not make this easy. Chapman's tired. Tranmere corner. Corners have been our problem all season. Raglan does well. Wilson using his speed. I mean, Tranmere players are all over the place right now. James Vaughan was onside. And I mean, the game isn't making this easy for us. It is making us sweat, and that is an absolutely awful pass from Xavier Simons. Oh my word. We are sweating it out. We are panicking. You can tell the players are just all over the place right now. We are panicking. We know what's on the line here. And the players are bottling it right now. We've been absolutely battered. Can we get through to the end? We're going to make it. Cheltenham Town are promoted to League One. We have done it. We're up. Made to sweat in that second half. Jake Turner, don't do that again. We get the achievement. Our first promotion. Our first streamed season. Our first promotion. Well, that went well. What a turnaround. From a team that was languishing down the bottom almost at the start of this season, to turn this around. They've called it an unbelievable promotion, yet next season they wanted us to get promoted, so we've just done it a year early. And so we have got the contract running into next season, so we are going to be here. The board are delighted. Win promotion, passed. And that was planned for the end of next year, so we've done it ahead of schedule. And we've got a good crowd expected to celebrate the promotion. We've got 2 home games now to celebrate. And the title is still on. We're going to put that out there. The title is still available to us. I think it's a 7-point gap with 9 points available. And so actually have got that out of the way. That takes so much pressure off. Is that green even lighter? I swear that green is even lighter. We are now officially promoted. We can keep an eye on other things going on. It's 8 points to Swindon, actually. Kalala gets in the team of the week. He's done all right, Calvin. He's done all right. Only scores screamers. Mr. Kalala. I think he's been a little season favourite. He hasn't played a whole lot. And George Lloyd is back. So hopefully he can play Maybe the Oldham game. Definitely the Bolton game. I'll get him back in. Jane's jumped ahead of him, but it feels slightly unfair because of Lloyd's injury. We'll potentially see if we can get Jane back. I don't know how he'll perform in League One. Scunthorpe actually lose 3-0 to Carlisle anyway. So it would have been done there. Swindon win. Swindon have taken the title, so that's over. All we can do now, Bolton haven't played yet, all we can do now is try and come second. Potentially, if we mess up a little bit in here and Bolton win a couple of games, then the Cheltenham-Bolton game could have something behind it. We would both be up. It would just be monetary. Obviously, if we can finish second, we're going to try and finish second. That's definitely the next aim. Look at that, Jane, 26 wins on the season he's been a part of. And it's nice to have the games actually closer together because I don't have to talk so much about randomness. I can actually talk about the save and talk about matches. Niko Kovac at Cagliari. His career's gone a little bit wrong. This isn't a bad player. Gabriel Osho. Still got another year left though. A little bit expensive. Looks pretty good though. I don't know, if there's a way we could bring him in, then potentially we'd try it. He looks like a good League One player. Obviously, we are going to have to reevaluate quite a bit. Bolton are playing Exeter. This could be Exeter's near-on confirmed relegation, so they are definitely playing for something. It wants us to match up with Notts County. It wants us to go with their formation. Freestone... Was he still ill? It was illness, wasn't it? He's had food poisoning for about 4 weeks now. This man is very ill. I'll give Simons a rest. Chris Clements gets to play. Alright. Didn't expect to see Chris Clements playing, but there you go. Carlisle's going to have to play because Blair's injured. Lloyd isn't really ready yet, so I think we're gonna give a start to Alex Adai. We'll give a start to Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle is going to be here next season, so I do want to see what he can do. We'll put him in this role for now. Oh, a lot of things going down. He's not happy with training and he's not playing a lot. So I want to give him these last kind of 3 games. Because I do want to be playing him. I want to be playing him a bit next season, but obviously we are making that step up. So I don't know how he's going to fare with that. Doyle is nervous coming into this game. I don't know why. We're already up. Surely he'd have been nervous if he was playing in the last game. You don't need to be nervous now, mate. We're already there. I would call it the Promised Land, but it's only League One. Pretty sure the Promised Land's the Premier League. Notts County have a free kick. I mean, we've marked that horribly. I'm not sure whether that's hit the post or if Turner's saved that. I think Turner might have saved it. Now it's a corner. I mean, what is that marking? Turner just flaps at it. And I think Hussey might have cleared that off the line. We've had a bit of a questionable start here. Our set-piece marking is terrible. Kalala's dribbling gets him into the area. I mean, he asks for a penalty. He doesn't get it. He asked for it, though. And Bolton are actually losing to Exeter. Free kick again. I mean, what is this marking? Like, why, when you set it to man marking, do they put, like, one player at the back post and your players just get confused? I don't know what's going on there. But every chance they've had has been a set piece. Notts County, set piece specialists. And they take the lead. I'm not going to berate them. I'm going to demand more because this is awful. We have not had a single shot, and they've had every single shot on target. Oh, there we go. We've had a shot. It wasn't a good one, but we've had one. Raglan goes long. The die gets there. Can he play it through? Oh! He doesn't need to play it through. All right. Where's Alex Adai found that one from? Raglan will pick up an assist for that. And we've rather stolen a goal there. I'll say keep going. I won't tell them that they're awful. We've been pretty bad, but we'll ignore that. As Raglan gets the yellow card. I don't think encourage is going to work, to be honest. Oh, no, it did. It worked. We've definitely played better since going positive. As in, we haven't been completely overrun. I'm going to bring... It said to bring on May, so we'll just go with that change, I guess. It's a bit of a weird change, but we'll do it. It's another set piece for Notts County. They must be... it's a creative one. We've blocked it, and we've cleared it. And we've got a die up there. Didn't quite win that one, though. Doyle with a good header. We know Doyle's got good heading. Well, that is one thing he has got. Although this Lancashire seems to be massive. He scored their goal as well. He seems to be huge. Roberts is going round everyone. Not even close. They have got their advanced wingers on inside and, well, both inside. Inverted and inside, sorry. So they're able to clear that. We should sweep it up quite nicely, though. Raglan's got long. Clement's getting involved in the play. Alfie May out wide. He has no idea what he's doing over there. It's a die. It's Circum. It's O'Connell. It's an absolutely terrible pass. We looked good for a moment there, but Roberts is just going to run past everybody. Plus he's trying to get back. Well, actually, it was Clements. It was Clements and Circum covering very well. It's coming back again. Oh, good ball. Get in front. Okay, we recovered. Reeves goes wide to the fullback. And it's a nice 1-2. We haven't followed it. And it's 2-1. We didn't follow that very well, did we? My word. Callum Doyle is having a shocker. And Circum's tired. You know what? Chapman can play centre mid. Why not? We are kind of at a point where it's like, wow, why not? Go on then. Can we get there? We can. Adai's got the pace. This is why we kept him. Alex Adai. He's outrunning everybody. He's won a penalty. Alex Adai. That speed. All of the speed. You know what? He's going to take it as well. This is probably a giant mistake. But he won it. So, why not? Alex Adai steps up, slots it away. He's got 2. I mean, I didn't expect Alex Adai to do all of this. Fair play to him. He's done a great job. I'm going to confuse them all. Oh, God, look at our ratings. Look at our ratings and then look at Adai. We've been awful. Bolton have levelled it against Exeter at 3-3. We've picked up a 2-2 draw. I don't know how we've drawn that game. We've had some weird reactions to all of that. But that will confirm us second in the league. Luke Norris gets a hat-trick for Exeter. So they could still stay up. They need a near-on miracle, but they could stay up. But we confirm second. So the Bolton game actually doesn't mean anything for us. Scunthorpe secure a playoff spot. They could still get automatic as well, but they're kind of bottling it. They are the bottle. Sorry, I clicked back then for a moment because I thought I'd gone down to an A-. I was confused. So what did I do? What have I done wrong? But no, we're fine. We're still very much beloved. Should be getting the next badge soon as well, which is good. That was honestly the best thing about Cheltenham was the money, being able to do the badges. But it turns out that we've actually had an amazing first season and gotten promoted. Which I think the friendlies we had against League One teams, we won them all. And we also won against Colchester in the FA Cup, so... And again, because the games aren't too far apart, we're already back up to this one. which is very nice. We are very close to the end of the season now. It's kind of a roll in at this point. We're confirmed second. We can't win the league. We can't drop to third. We're just playing for the sake of playing at this point. Obviously, the Bolton game, there is potentially a lot on that for them or Scunthorpe. So if there is a lot on that game, we will take it seriously. Because we're not going to just hand Bolton promotion. This Oldham game, they're safe. We're up. There's not really anything on this match. The other part I was actually going to add to, we'll talk about how we did against League One teams. We had that draw with Ipswich as well in the EFL Trophy. They obviously went on to make the final of that, and seemingly they've gotten promoted to the Championship as well. So, I mean, if that is any kind of sign, then we could be pretty well equipped for League One. But the kind of games we've been putting in the back end of this season have just been slightly concerning. Like there's that just shred of doubt there. Where it's like, is this team really good enough for League One? So I don't tend to think that there's too much of a gap between League Two and League One. I think they're very similar divisions ability-wise. And that's why so many League Two teams can beat so many League One teams, and why when you get the EFL Trophy, when they used to do it previously without the under-23 teams, League Two teams quite often made the final. They were in there. But it's because that gap between League Two and League One really is not that big. Kempster scores again. Toby Kempster's actually been doing pretty well since he turned up from Telford. He is improving. This may actually not have been the worst signing by my director of football, so I guess I'll give him that one. As we get ready for Oldham, out of interest, Bolton are at Doncaster and Scunthorpe are at Cambridge. That's two pretty big games right there. That's two teams fighting to get in the playoffs versus the two teams fighting for automatic. That's some fun games right there. I would much rather be in this position that we're in. Already up. Relaxed. We're feeling good. Simons can come back in. As ball winning. It's going to be upsetting to see him go. Especially going to the MLS as well. Like, of all the places he could go, he goes to the MLS. Dye has definitely earned his start. I'm going to give Doyle another go. Oh, Circum's going to lose it. I feel like he thinks Simons is his child now. He's like, my child. They're best mates. He loves him. He's like a son. That one's side off us. We'll play Hassana. I think I might even get Raglan a rest. Let's go with the two lone defenders. Butler's got a bit of speed. He can cover around. Plus he can play. Kalala's definitely getting a little bit tired. He's actually wanted by Colchester. So he is wanted by sort of lower League One teams. I'm almost tempted to throw Graham Cooper up front. But I want to give him good players behind him so that he can work some chances. I don't want to throw him in with all the backups and say try and work some, try and score yourself some goals. Flinders got motivated. That's something, I guess. We're underway. I would love to see Graham Cooper get himself a goal. Just to get him off the mark. Hasana, I'm getting the idea that Bryce Hasana just doesn't like me. I also really don't think he's going to be League One standard. And Doyle gives away a penalty. Callum Doyle is not filling me with confidence. I'm not even going to try and say this Oldham player's name. He's sent Turner the wrong way there. Dylan. I'm backing myself to not try and pronounce his name. It's 1-0 Oldham. It's a pretty bad start. Chapman's miffed. Yeah, we've started very badly here. I think we might still be a little bit drunk. Turner goes long to Chapman. Chapman is deciding, I'm going to do it myself. Oh no, he's going to use Hussey. Oh, Hussey, what a ball! What a ball from Chris Hussey, just proving why he's got the amount of assists he does compared to everyone else in this squad. Cracking ball in, and Alex Adai, who has just gone on a tear in his past 2 games, he comes in and he just decides to absolutely go mental. He's got 3 in his last game and a bit. That should be away from Hasana, and he's found Cooper. They've got nobody back. Go on, Graham. You're in. Graham. Oh, no. Oh, dear. What was that? Oh, set piece. You see, we've got a man on him. That was better. That was way better. This is what I don't understand. I don't know whether Notts County had an instruction on that put an extra player at the back post or something. I mean, this is coming straight back. Shoot? Yeah, that's fine. I don't know whether Notts County had an instruction to put an extra player at the back post, so they were just kind of outnumbering us. But surely if we're on man mark, we should be picking that up. But I assume we just didn't have enough players at the back. Hasana ball in. Circumnods it down. What a save from the Oldham goalkeeper. Adai nearly had his 4th in a game and a half. Chapman's picked it up. Square it. Kalala. Oh, nearly. That's their striker there. I mean, that is defensive right there. But a bursting out. Hasana covers well. Fair play to Hasana. He's gone better. Adai's in with his pace. Alex Adai. Eyes at the post. I mean, it's only really coming to light in these last couple of games, but Adai's pace was going to cause problems. And it really, really is. Keep going, the result will come. I'm lying, we've been not great, but... Oh, no, we've not been bad, actually. Theirs is only so high because theirs was a penalty. Although they have a throw-in now. Butler away. Can Adai get there? He didn't really try. Adai didn't really fancy it. He's run a lot recently. Butler with a good header, though, and Adai will get that one. Ooh, good tackle. Adai, use your pace. Simons wants you. Oh, it's Cooper! It's Graham! Oh, no. I mean, it's good that he's getting the chances. He's had a couple of chances now, Cooper. He's definitely got the movement about him, which is good. I mean, I've got 3 on the edge of the box, and not one of them thought to, cover their player. He's put it wide. I don't know why they all just stood on the edge. That was a bit confusing, but okay. Cooper's energy is very high. I don't know whether that's because... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, I'm not sure whether that's because he just hasn't moved, or... Sam's got a throw. He's got Kalala. Can Kalala win a penalty? No, it's blocked, and they're gonna get it away because Hasana just dives in and misses by a mile, and NL has got all of the pace in the world. What a tackle, Kalala! Look at that from Kalala. Look at the effort. Look at the work rate. I mean, NL's just run past everyone again, and they've made it 2-1 anyway. But Kamala must be thinking, why did I bother? Why did I bother? I run all that way, and you do that. Sad times for Kalala. He tried. I mean, they are blocking everything we're doing and then just countering with every player in the world. Which is, I mean, it's a fine tactic, but when your striker's back there, they're almost playing 4 up front because the striker is so far back. Hussey's just going to get outpaced every day of the week. We're not blocking anything, and that's 3. Absolute screamer from Morgan Brown. And again, the one game we actually have more chances, more everything, is the one game we're going to lose. I feel like you're better off in Football Manager just having like none of the ball and like 2 shots. Because you just do better. It's odd. You're just better off doing it like that. We're going to bring Cooper off. We're not going to run him into the floor. We have got the ball. This might actually be a highlight. It is Cooper. Oh, and he's at the woodwork. Kalala's got the rebound. Cooper was close, though. He nearly got his goal. He's going to come off now after he hits the post for... No, Adai hit the post the first time. We are back in it. But, yeah. Again, the one game we actually have more chances, more everything, is the one game we're going to lose. Or maybe not. No, is May on? I don't know, actually. I just made that change. I think Adai's still on. We block the shot, but it doesn't matter. It's an interesting way of playing, that they're playing the 4-2-3-1, but with the striker so far back that it's almost a 4-2-4. They have everybody come back. They just have those 2 centre mids sit in. Hussey's going to pick that up. Okay, it was just because of the change. Can we get an equaliser? I mean, that's not going to help. I mean, that's really not going to help. You've just walked away. Rowe to Reed. And Turner actually makes a save. He has not had his best game today. And again, the marking. I feel like the AI has settings on their set pieces where they set an extra player to go forward to the back post. And your players never pick him up. We're going to say we weren't good enough. I mean, we just lost to the team in 16th. But again, we're pretty relaxed right now. Anyone just joining? Hello? Welcome to the stream. That was our second last game of the season. It's only our 3rd loss in about 25 games. The second half of the season has been an absolutely incredible run for us. As you can see, 1 game to go, we're in 2nd. Surprisingly, Bolton and Scunthorpe actually lose, though they were playing Bradford and Doncaster. As you can see, we're confirmed 2nd. We can't catch Swindon, so we can't win the title. We're not going to drop below Bolton, who, funnily enough, is our final game of the season. Bolton need a point to confirm promotion. Scunthorpe have to win, hope Bolton lose. And there doesn't need to be too much of a goal difference swing, actually. So really, they just need to win, and they need us to beat Bolton. But unfortunately, we end our home season with a loss. It's not ideal. You always want to win all your home games. You always want to send the fans away pleased, but it's a 3-2 loss. They saw some goals. They already know we're up. I'm sure in the board bit, in the negatives, it will say unhappy with the 3-2 loss to Oldham. It'll be in there. We know that. But we are turning our attention to next season. The season's actually going to be done in April. So we are going to have a lot of time. Although we're not really, are we? Because it's the 2022 World Cup. Though I don't know if League One's affected by that. I feel like it shouldn't be overly affected. I mean, can't imagine anyone will be going. It's actually the Cambridge game they're not happy with. And they're not happy with Chris Hussey's recent performances, despite him putting up a 7 in that last game. And I think he's only played about 3 times since he came back from a 2-month injury. So, a little bit harsh from the board there. We will play properly. We'll put out first team against Bolton. Just because we can't kind of let Scunthorpe down by just putting out the youngsters. When there's something to play for the other team, we're going to make them play for it. Whilst it would be nice to see Bolton rising up the leagues and coming back, obviously, all the financial troubles they've had, dropping from the Premier League to League Two as quickly as they did. It is good to see them turning it around and going in the right direction. But we're going to make them work for it. That's an interesting point. It says fitness coaches work with senior and youth players. Does that mean you only have to get one fitness coach? Because I'm sure you can get like under 23's fitness coach, under 18's fitness coach. Surely if they're covering everyone, you don't need them. Exeter are down. Wow, okay. Good job I didn't take the Exeter job, huh? Three managers they've had? And relegation. I think we chose the right team. I've already forgotten what I was talking about. I've completely forgotten what I was on about. That's always fun. My brain's wandering. It's thinking to next season. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. I'll come up with something. We've got 5 days until our last game of the season. Then we'll get the end of season review. We'll have a look through that. And then I think to end the stream, we'll do a talk through of the players. And we'll do a little bit of a youth review as well. And we'll kind of figure out where we're going to go with the team. Ooh, we've got some staff changes. We can now have a recruitment analyst. Yay? I guess. I mean, we might as well fill that role. Oh no, Chris Clements has got hurt. And Lloyd's hurt again. Lloyd will be okay. What are we doing in training? Are we injuring ourselves celebrating? Or like, what's going on here? I would like to end the season on a high, obviously. Yes, the pressure's off. Yeah, we're not really too concerned about results right now. But you'd like to end it on a high. You don't want to go out with 2 defeats. Can we have no more injuries, please? I'd like to have a team. Grant Horton. Oh, you're 20. Yeah, no, you're going. You are definitely not ready for League One. But that's the kind of thing we're going to be going through after the end of season review. We're going to start going through who we're going to keep, who we're going to well, whose contract's coming to an end, who we can move on, who we can potentially sell. As Dean Thompson has turned 17. I don't remember him having that much potential. The question is, where do I train him? Because his crossing is terrible. He's a very confusing player. Centre mid might almost be his best position. What are we training him as right now? I didn't say that. Why is he training as a right winger? What's his stamina's going up, but it's still not great. Oh, we'll go for a deep line playmaker. I think that gives him the most on his higher numbers. And then we'll also get him his youth contract. We'll just give him the 1 year. 5%. No. Thank you. They try it on. Oh, another injury. Again, should be okay though. I don't know what we're doing in training. We're not doing that. Let's put it that way. We're not doing whatever it says there. We're having parties, I think. 9 a.m. Party. Lunch. Probably champagne. The club can afford it. Look at that. They can afford that. The transfer budget's flown up. Hang on. Oh my goodness me, that must be next year's budgets. I mean, we've definitely got the money. We've definitely got the funds to be a solid League One team. The question is all of these potential board takeovers that keep showing up, although that doesn't seem to have come back again. I'm not sure the owner actually wants to sell. I don't know why. Twice during the season, we had one fan base kind of consortium tried to buy the club and didn't. And then we had just a regular consortium try and buy the club, and again, that failed. That was recent. I don't think he actually wants to sell. So I don't know why he keeps coming up with these rumours of takeovers. So we can now get a recruitment analyst. It is bringing up some names. We've got 11s on Nathan Richards. We've got a 12 and an 11 on Gordon Tock. Go on then, Gordon. Why not? That's why. That's a lot of money. You know what? We're going to leave it. Because that promotion wage rise is cheeky. That is cheeky. I'm not having that. He's trying to sneak that in on me there. We'll get one later. There is going to be a lot of work to do for next season. So there might be 2 or 3 streams where we are just building this team. So if you do like seeing recruitment and team building, this will be the place to be. Because I think we're even going to try and build the under-18s a little bit. We don't really have anybody wonderful in the under-18s. We've got some reasonable players, but nobody who really shines. So we're going to build it as much as we can. I do want that to be a reasonable focus throughout this save. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to give it the best chance. We're going to give every player that we do keep, we're going to give them the best chance to at least get somewhere, even if it's not necessarily with us. They can at least move somewhere in their career. Dean Lynch, the Australian. He is currently a centre mid. The only reason I really kept him around was the work rate and determination. This is the guy with 2 vision. He's got good stamina. Maybe we train him as a box-to-box. What are we looking at a box-to-box? What are we looking at a box-to-box? Maybe not. And his tackling is very good. If we play him on ball winning, his marking isn't great, but I don't want him to be defensive, I want him to be support. I'm not too fussed about his marking. I think we are going to go ball winning. But that's just an example of more of the stuff we're going to do. Well, both on and off stream once the season's over. We're going to find how we want to train some of these players. We're going to find how many we've got as well in those kind of positions and figure out who we want to keep, who we can move on, who we can let go. And we can just get a better shape going in the youth squad. And then doing that for the first team as well. So I think we did a pretty good job of that at the start of this season, and it's worked. So yes, I took a little bit of time in getting to the start of the season, but once we've got into the season, it's taken a week and a half of streams, and that's with one day not streaming this. Or just under 2 weeks, and we've got through the season. So I think taking sort of 2 or 3 days of streams to get through the summer transfer window and the pre-season, all that kind of thing, I don't think is too bad. Once we kind of get the basis of everything done, then we can speed it up a little bit and I can do some off-stream advancement. Once we've got a good sort of setup already in place, once we've got the offers out there, once we've kind of fixed what we want to fix, I think we are going to be in a good place to sort of off-stream some stuff, and I can catch up anything that happens in between. Or I can start a stream at a point if something happens. I can save it and start it up when something happens. Oh, does he not like me? We have no relationship whatsoever. He's in an emotional spot right now. He knows they potentially need a point. They're not confirmed up yet. He's feeling the pressure. But we are going to play as much of a first team as we can for this game. I wanted to give Doyle a couple of games just because he is going to be here next season. I wanted to see where his level's at. He didn't play well against Notts County, and then he gave away a penalty in the Oldham game. So it wasn't great, but we'll see. We've definitely got one centre back in Raglan. Tozer, it depends how much he kind of regresses. I think Sturcombe's regressing, which is unfortunate. Simons is obviously going off to the MLS, which is even worse. So we may well need a couple of central midfielders. The wing, Blair's not getting any younger. Kalala, I mean, he's got League One interest. I think if we can keep him and potentially use him as backup as we have this season, then that would be pretty useful. I think O'Connell and Chapman, I think, are okay. Striker-wise, we may need to make a little reshuffle of striker. Left back is just a really difficult position at the moment. Right back depends what happens with Sean Long. I'm not completely convinced by Sean Long, to be honest. And Hassana has been strange. He's just been odd. I think one of the things we might try and do is bring some of the sort of top League 2 players and try and bring them into League 1. So the ones that don't get promoted, the ones that are on other teams, if we can try and bring in a couple of them and give them the kind of promotion that they maybe deserved, then that's going to really solidify our squad a lot. Obviously, we want to go as young as we can with players, really. We don't want to be getting older players. I mean, the whole point of this is to try and use youth players. And then one of the club philosophies is to bring in under 23s for the first team. So yeah, I don't know. This could be a weird one. It's hard to really figure out what this Cheltenham team's going to be like in League One. And it could be a very different team as well. But we are ready. It's 5:30 kickoffs in League 2. Scunthorpe host Stevenage. So obviously we can do Scunthorpe a huge favour here, potentially. We're going to put Freestone back in. See, Blair is still out. Thomas is out as well. Lloyd is okay. Clemens is going to have to stay on the bench. I mean, we've got a lot of kind of injuries, which is annoying. But this is the team that's going to go out there for this one. We're going to try and do our best for Scunthorpe. But we can only do what we can do, really. If Scunthorpe weren't so bad towards the back end of this season, they'd be up there anyway. So, you know, it's not our fault. All we can do is put in our best. Bolton are obviously a top team. They're up here for a reason. So actually, one of our better starts. One of our better starts recently. We sort of went from being really fast to getting into games to going really slow getting into games in the last sort of 4 or 5. But we're just going to knock it around in the middle and at the back, and then Toes is going to do that. Alfonso is in, and Bolton lead. Sorry, Scunthorpe. My centre-back's just passed him the ball. Considering we've been playing out from the back this whole season, that's a rare error. That is rare. We have not had too many mistakes, which has been good. That was one, though. Mistakes have certainly been creeping in. This is the last time we're going to see the likes of Xavier Simons. Actually, hopefully, well, possibly Sekou Jane. Possibly his last time. I mean, every team we're playing at the moment seems to be having every shot on target, which seems odd. I don't know why that started happening. I'm going to move up to balanced. Oh, corner. Ooh, we still can't defend corners. That's good to know. 3 yellow cards, all for the back line in that half. Show me something else. Turner didn't like that. You're the goalkeeper. No one cares. You'll be fine. Just save the ball. Although immediately into the second half, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Is that Brunt as in like Chris Brunt? Former West Brom midfielder. It's not him, is it? There you go. See, you're fine, Jake. You're fine. Although it is a corner. Look at it, look. Look at the back post. I guess it's because I've got 2 doing the cover stuff. Maybe I need to take the one off near centre. Maybe I need to take him off that and just let him man mark again. Pick up the man at the back post. Or I put him at the back. Or I set another person to go at the back. I don't know. I'll figure something out. We'll figure something out in the after the season. We've made another mistake. I mean, come on. We're getting sloppy now. This is silly. Silly mistakes at this point. We're not even fighting for the ball, really. I mean, we've won it back. They've kind of passed it to us quite kindly. We do look like we've relaxed. That's a good ball. How many times have they blocked us? Like in the text, and then the highlights as well. How many shots have Colvin and Senior blocked? Oh dear, we've injured Delfonso. Whoops. Good tackle by Sercombe. And Lloyd is in. I don't know where their defence has gone. Their centre-backs seem to be spectacularly quick. I mean, they're coming up with us at this rate, so we're probably not going to be able to get any of them. Simons is going to swing a ball in. They clear it away, and we've got absolutely nobody working back. Fortunately, it's a bad ball forward. Was it Bolton's ground's one of the bigger grounds in the league? That's a ball from Freestone. And Jane's onside. We're going to make Bolton sweat it out in these last few minutes. I don't know how Scunthorpe are doing. But we've bagged ourselves a goal. We're going to bring off Sercombe for Clements. Granted, Clements isn't in full fitness right now. And we're also going to do... We're going to bring on a die for Lloyd. Lloyd's had a very good season. Was he injured towards the back end of it, which was very unfortunate. Can we try and do Scunthorpe a favour at the back end of this match? It's said to bring O'Connell on. We're going to do it. I can't really play on the right, but we'll give him a go. You know what? We'll try it. We'll even go attacking. No. It's going to end 1-1. That's going to see Bolton promoted. But we also don't lose, so it's a nice way to end the season. Proud of the boys. It's been an amazing season. I mean, that run of 16 unbeaten is definitely the reason that we've gotten promoted. But 89 points. Swindon just tick over to 100 with a 0-0 draw with Crawley. Swindon ticked to 100. Congrats to them. Bolton promoted just. Scunthorpe did win. They beat Stevenage 3-2. But it's not enough. Cambridge made the... Notts County actually missed the playoffs. 1-1 draw with Doncaster. Cambridge beat Mansfield 2-1. So Cambridge nabbed the playoff spot. I mean, their goal difference is massive compared to Notts County. But the playoffs will be Scunthorpe versus Cambridge, Accrington versus Bradford. I don't want to see Bradford anywhere near League One. Their formation and the way they play is so defensive. Accrington, I don't mind. We've had a reasonable time against them. Scunthorpe, again, we've had a reasonable time against them, so I'm not too worried about them. Cambridge, we've struggled a little bit with them. Obviously, Cambridge and Scunthorpe were games that we went 2-0 up in towards the back end of the season and then lost it completely. We get £10,000 for second. Widowson's going to retire. That's fine by me. Yeah, one of the directors is retiring. Again, fine. There you have it. Season 1. Fully streamed, fully done. And we are promoted to League One with Cheltenham Town. It's been a brilliant start. And hopefully, we can keep some kind of form going. Granted, we didn't win in our last 3 games of the season, but we did pick up draws with the team that just missed the playoffs and the team that got promoted with us. And our second last win was against a team running away with the title. And that game pretty much confirmed us promotion. And here we are with the end of season review. Take a look at the new arrivals. Xavier Simons was pretty spectacular. Sekou Jane, again, brilliant signing. Turner was very good in goal. Cooper only turned up in January and kind of played a tiny bit. Keelan O'Connell was reasonable, he was okay. Butler was a very late signing. Osana wasn't great. Doyle wasn't great either. And he's coming back permanently. He's more to try and sell him on. Jane with 24. We only got 50% on our average home attendance. But I think we had very, very few people at the start of the season. And as it went on, we started to build up and got some good crowds towards the end. So we're hoping League One, we're going to get a lot more people in. I mean, look at that start. We won 1 of our first 6. It did not start well at all. And then, where does it start? There. This is where it started. Notts County away. We've won 2-1. Look at that run. Look at that. Ignore Carlisle, but that is a run right there. That is definitely the run that's got us promoted. Our biggest win was a 5-1 over Port Vale. Our match to remember was a 2-0 win over Doncaster. And goal of the season actually came in the 5-1 win, and it was Calvin Kalala. We know about Kalala. That man only scores screamers. Charlie Raglan topping the shirt sales. Not surprised, was 100% our best player. This is our main 11. Yeah, I'd call that our main 11. That's pretty accurate. Look at that, I didn't get any manager awards. No manager awards, and we came second. Can I win manager of the year, though? Jake Turner, 16 clean sheets. George Lloyd with 8 player of the matches. Ben Tozer with 14 yellow cards. I mean, impressive that he got 0 reds for the amount of yellows he got. Fans player of the season is Charlie Raglan. Young player Xavier Simons. Signing of the season, Keelan O'Connell. Not sure I agree with that one. Calvin Kalala's goal of the season. Liam Sercombe actually took over for most assists. Although I thought Chris Hussey had 7 anyway, so I'm slightly confused there. George Lloyd, most player of the matches. Sekou Jane, 24 goals. And a very, very good season overall. Although their best 11 is this. 5 at the back. This is the only guy that is in it from last season. Finn Azaz. I don't think we're going to be looking to bring him in. The season review can reflect on a job well done. A credible campaign. Really? You're only going to call it a credible campaign? I'd call that pretty spectacular. 89 points. We were just here for defensive efficiency. Quiet and impenetrable. Look at Swindon. Look at that. I mean, Bradford were always going to be there. I'm not sure what this bit is. Is that like loud and impenetrable? And what's over here? Stevenage. I mean, Wrexham all the way up there. That's not good. Look at that. Aggressive and clinical. We're the furthest dot to the right. Our attacking statistics are very interesting. The norm is here with Oldham. We're all the way over here. Like, we're pretty norm with that line. But we are nowhere near that one. 1.5 XG per match. Look at that, 53 XG, and we scored 82. 69.2 expected points, 89 actual. Expected position 8th, which wouldn't even be the playoffs. We would have just missed out on the playoffs, according to XG. Instead, 2nd. I did say we didn't create all that many chances this season. We were extremely clinical. Unfortunately, Jane is picked to top scorer by Paul Mullin, who gets 25. I think Mullin might be winning player of the year. Oh, we have some more club cultures. Again, they're only favoured. High tempo pressing, possession, and defensively solid, which I feel like is what we've done this year. So they want us to just play the same. And they want us to fight bravely against relegation. I think they want us to play the same. Oh, we're going to accept that. We're just going to accept. End of season team meeting. I mean, it's stay up, isn't it? No, not saying that. Don't say that. Oh, I think we have no chance. Okay, there we go. I'm getting the idea that Graham Cooper just doesn't like me. The end of season break, we're back on 20th of June. I might have a lot of stuff to do off stream. Thompson turns professional. We're down to an A-. I don't know why. But look at that. More than half the wage budget available, and almost $750,000, just over actually, to spend. I feel like that's a very good League One budget right there. The problem's going to be getting enough people in to keep us up and gelling them quickly enough to give us a chance. So this may be a bit of a shorter stream, but I think we are going to end it there. And I'm going to do some more off-stream work. I'm going to get us towards the players coming back, or I might get us towards players being released kind of time. So I've probably got about a month to go through, and it's going to be far quicker me doing it off-stream. Obviously, we'll come back to update who goes up, how the playoffs go and such. But it's been a very, very good first season, and it's been fun streaming it. I know there's not been a whole lot of interaction, but it's been fun being able to talk out the things I've been doing in the game. I'm definitely going to be back with the second season very soon. So thank you very much for sticking around, for watching the streams. If you've missed anything from other streams, make sure you check them out. They're on the channel. Thank you very much for being here. And we'll be back with the pre-season before you know it.